I'm a beekeeper.
Digital bees.
And to kind of yes and with you, Amanda.
Yes.
Maybe post episode 9, I could see Kane maybe harvesting some honey to help with baking the cookies.
They make honey cookies.
The amazing digital apiary. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
What is your name? Where are you from? And what is?
I think you guys would do.
Well, I think that Jax would probably handle it about as well as Clark.
Oh.
Not great. Just like, I don't have to change.
I'm just imagining like horrible maid Jack's abomination with like sagging like purple skin revealing like the yellow underneath. He's just like, ugh, don't like.
Yeah.
I think Ragatha would try to do the exact same thing she does in the circus. Keep that mind healthy and stimulated and stay away from Jax.
Right choice.
Thank you so much for your question.
I think Kane would also try interior decorating in the back rooms.
I love when you have a thought. You're like, bing,
Well, I didn't have an answer.
bing.
I was just piggybacking off Michael initially.
Also, if you've ever been backstage at a Comic-Con, it's not unlike the back rooms. What is your name? Where are you from? And what is your question?
I'm Anna Soler. I'm from earlier, and if Jax were to just randomly unabstract, what would you guys like say and do?
That would defeat the purpose of Jax's character arc. However, I think Jax would probably, hopefully, be a better person and not go back to old habits. You know, it's a hard thing to unlearn some things, so it would probably be a bit of a journey for them still. But hopefully, with time, they could get better.
If Kane can do it, I mean, death as it is, and I'm not saying abstraction is strictly death, but like, if Kane can die and be like, oh my god, I messed up. Maybe, I mean, it sounded like Jax might have been on that way when he was talking to Pomini in his mindscape. It's just a matter of whether or not he sticks it. Personally, I am very doubtful.
I think, and again, I agree with Michael, Jax coming back would completely undermine the entire purpose of the story and her journey. And I know that's hard, but it's hard on purpose, right?
Yeah.
It's a story of consequence, and hopefully you choose different paths than Jax did. But in that universe where it did happen, I think it would be more about the characters, how much they've grown, so how would they respond to seeing someone who's put them through a lot of trauma again? I would really hope that Ragatha has learned enough about herself and what she deserves to be able to stand up to Jax.
I love a deep, writerly answer. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Back over to this side. What is your name? Where are you from? And what is your question?
My name is Bella.
Please take a step closer to the microphone because you have a sweet little voice.
My name is Bella. I'm from Jupiter, Florida.
Ooh.
And my question is, what is your favorite line, and explain why it's your favorite line?
Ooh.
Remember every line you've ever recorded.
Oh, I do.
I answer this. I mean, my answer is the same every time, so.
So it depends. Mine is definitely depending on how I'm feeling any given day. I've always really liked the particular line from the pilot where they just say, "Be quiet, I can't hear the escalator." It's really dumb. But I also just really like a lot of the really wet. So in episode 9, there's the version of Jax. It's the Looney Tunes version. They're always talking like that. I kind of went back to my pilot way of talking for Jax and just made it more exaggerated. Just like, geez, you just blame me for everything, don't ya? It's just really silly.
It's very Bugs Bunny, and I love it.
I like doing that.
This is a tough one because there are favorites kind of depending. Like, my favorite funny one, obviously, from episode 4 would have to be, I wish someone would flirt with me. But how can you also not absolutely love, she has such gorgeous, heartbreaking moments of, I just want everyone to be happy, and I don't want anyone to hate me. And I mean, I really love her heart, so those scenes always get me a lot.
As far as funny lines go for Kane, I think my favorite is "You look convoluted" for episode 6. Because the first time I recorded that, I screamed that during the table read, and nobody heard it because Discord cut it off.
No, guys, you have to understand. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You guys have to understand. In the early days of recording this show, when we started doing these table reads, Discord hates how powerful Alex's voice is. And every time Alex would do what we knew was a hilarious performance, because you could tell by his face, just going, and it would just be silence, and we're all staring at him like, oh buddy, I bet that sounded awesome. Bless his heart, and he'd be like, and we go, sorry, we didn't. He'd go, no!
Could be a person. And Kane's flaws all come from the humanity that he has. I almost wonder if maybe he was almost like a prototype brain scan, and maybe Scratch had a lot of traits from Kane. I think if it was the blue AI, Kane would be unfeeling, unthinking, really. I don't know. I don't know enough about the blue AI, but that's just kind of the impression I get. Just cold efficiency.
For me, I don't think Kane could get rid of the red AI, because the red AI is Kane. And I really love, one of my favorite scenes in the finale is where you see the double flashback, right, of Kane in the semi-present past trying to access updated information about the characters, and then also Kane in the further past getting the brain scans in the first place. And there you see the dot grow into a Kane-shaped humanoid, right?
Yeah.
That's the red AI gaining Kane's humanity, right? And becoming more than what he was, an entity. I don't think that he could get rid of that. If we're talking about the blue AI being in the husk of Kane's model, I don't even know that it would function, because it is simply something that added to Kane, but it was never Kane.
Yeah. I mean...
Not me talking about your character for you.
No, I mean, everything you said is completely on point. I agree with all of it.
I'm in agreement on that too.
Go ahead, so supportive.
Thank you so much for your question. What? Ooh.
Oof, I think we all need to think on this.
Remember every line you've ever
Every
said.
line we've ever said.
Oh, I know mine.
Go, go, go.
Then what is your problem, Zubul? I'm trying my best, but both you and my brain won't tell me.
That's fair.
That is the line that immediately made me understand Kane as a character more than anything else.
No, I don't.
Well, you're just gonna have to visit these nice people along that wall, and they will give you your answers later.
Mine would have to be, I've been through worse.
It's so tough for me because I don't really relate completely to Jax.
Choose a Ragatha line.
I know, right?
Go into more about that.
So I do relate to Jax in some ways, especially, you know, in some of the ways that they cope. But I feel like I cope more like Ragatha than I do Jax, is the problem. Because both Jax and Ragatha have kind of the same underlying issue, but they both just cope in different ways.
Yeah.
And so in regards to that, I understand Jax, but I relate way more to Ragatha. And so thinking of Jax's dialogue, it's really hard to think of one that matches me. Admittedly, a little bit of Jax's backstory when they talk to Rivet. Some of it I can understand a little bit because I didn't have the best upbringing as well. I had a lot of issues with my father and other things in that regard growing up. But I won't get into that because you guys don't need to know all that.
That's the after
Dox
dark
yourself.
battles.
Yeah,
Tune into the Jax Trauma Dump battle.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you for your.
What are your character's guilty pleasures? Guilty
Ooh, who loves Love Island?
I mean, we got to see a little bit of something that Jax is maybe maybe ashamed of when they shouldn't be in that last episode. Just embracing their femininity and a lot of things that they feel undermines their masculine image. So I'm sure there's a lot of things about Jax that they're probably into, that they will never acknowledge, that embrace that feminine side.
Beautifully said.
I think for Ragatha, guilty pleasure would probably be some sort of sports or games, because Ragatha is inherently a bit competitive. That comes from a lot of the people-pleasing trauma, right? The eldest daughter syndrome, the feeling like you always have to be good at something or always perfect at something. So I think she would probably feel guilty about how competitive she would get at games or sports or stuff.
I can't really think of one for Kane. He's so unapologetically himself that he just kind of wears all of his many passions on his sleeve.
And I love that about him.
I love that for him too. Like, I mean, as someone who grew up, like, I mean, people in the autistic community talk about the subject of masking a lot. I did not mask growing up. I was unapologetically forward about every interest I ever had, to the chagrin of some, and it was a little tough to fit in, but like, I stayed true to myself, and here I am now, and I kind of want to give Kane the same kind of grace and say, keep loving what you love, man.
Aww.
Thank you so much for your question. What is your name? Where are you from? And what is your question?
My name is Alba, and I'm from Florida,
Woo! Be more specific. Where in Florida?
Boynton Beach.
Woo!
Dox yourself. I'm joking. Don't
What's
do
your
that.
full government and your social?
What's your
Well,
parents' credit card number? Just asking.
Click here for free iPod.
All right, kick us off with a great first question.
Okay, my question is, if your character was a song, what would it be?
That's an amazing question. Clearly, everyone.
As we all sit here and buff.
As we all sit here and think, we all have such amazing answers, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, so I'm gonna be the cop-out answer and say, "Isn't she lovely?" Just because that's the one song we got.
What?
Or we could go with the Radiohead "Creep" song. That also is probably a bit more fitting,
One of the choral covers that they put on all the movie trailers now.
right?
Thanks, The Social Network.
I'm gonna go with Pink Pony Club. Who said repressed?
I have no answer for Kane.
Hold on.
Something gloopy.
Indeed. And, well, I can't say that word, but you know,
March of the Gladiators.
there's a song called Rubber Band.
The musical song we talked about, Mr. Cellophane.
Oh yeah, we did talk about, yeah. Mr. Cellophane from Chicago, maybe.
Also, I would listen to you sing that.
I'd do it at karaoke.
Well, we're gonna do it at karaoke.
Yeah.
Broadway is calling, baby. Thank you so much for starting us off and being brave and asking the first question.
Before we